Hello and welcome to Financial Accounting. My name is Anne Marie Anderson, and we will be talking about long-term liabilities. What is a long-term liability? Let's start with a definition. A long-term liability is a company's financial obligation that is due and payable more than 1 year into the future or beyond its normal operating cycle. Also known as non-current liabilities, these significant debts, such as bonds, long-term loans, mortgages, and pension obligations, are recorded on the balance sheet and reflect a company's long-term financial commitments and creditworthiness. Why track long-term liabilities? Companies and investors must keep track of these because they impact financial health, cash flow, and reflect the company's solvency and stability over time. Let's get into just a few examples of long-term liabilities. Notes payable, mortgage payable, bonds payable. 1. Long-term notes payable are written promises to pay a specific amount plus interest at a future date. The journal entry for borrowing cash using a note payable is a debit to cash and a credit to notes payable. Along with long-term borrowing comes the payment of interest. If the interest isn't being paid out right away and is accumulating, then the journal entry is a debit to interest expense and a credit to interest payable. This journal entry must be prepared by year-end to show the accruing of the expense and liability. 2. Mortgages are loans secured by real estate, where the property acts as collateral until repayment. Buying a building or land usually comes with a mortgage. The journal entry is a debit to building and a credit to mortgage payable. The payments typically include interest and repayment of the mortgage on a monthly basis. 3. Bonds are debt securities issued to raise capital, requiring repayment of principal and interest at intervals. Bonds are like loans from investors. Investors loan a company capital with the promise to repay months or years later. The company pays the investors interest on the loan, and then use that capital to expand operations. The journal entry is a debit to cash and a credit to bonds payable. The interest journal entry is prepared to pay bondholders. And at the end of the bond period, the bond is repaid back to the investors at face value. Thank you for watching. If you want to learn more about accounting, please see additional videos on my channel.